So I am sitting here potting up some seedlings, and you know what this is? This is the banana yucca. And it's a very interesting plant. Not yucca. This is yucca. The little spindly, leafy, strap leafy plant that's kind of a desert succulent, though not a succulent. And not to be confused with the yucca like cassava. This is yucca. And interestingly enough, I managed to get a hold of some seeds of an improved variety, and this came from a gentleman, a rare fruit grower guy over in Tampa, and I was able to try the fruit. I did not get a video of it, but it was, apparently they're normally kind of fleshy. If you look up banana yucca, guys, you'll see what I'm talking about. They're low-growing yucca, and they grow as flower stalk, and they get fruit on it. And they're normally not bad. You're supposed to cook them and whatnot. But the seeds that this plant came, the plant the seeds came from, there we go, get it out eventually for you. They were huge fruits. They were gosh, the size of, how a russet potato is shaped? They were like that. They were massive fruits on this tiny yucca plant grown in his front yard, and absolutely delicious tasting. I mean, it was sweet, it was creamy, it was really, really interesting, and it had a good bit of flesh on it. Apparently, normally they're not very fleshy. The flavor is normally pretty good, but there's not much to them, and they have the large black seeds. It's about as big as my fingernail. The seeds, but the inside's kind of hollow, and you kind of eat the outside of the fruit. But the fruit these came from was exceptionally large and really good flavored, guys. So that's a new plant for me, and I only managed to get a few seeds, but I've got some of them that sprouted here for me. I did not expect them to sprout so well. They sprouted very fast, and hopefully they don't dampen off. Hopefully they'll survive, and I will have an interesting new fruit that is really delicious. I mean, and super carefree. It's a drought-tolerant desert kind of plant, and as long as the soil is well draining, they apparently do quite well here in Florida too. So before I'd taste this, I didn't even know there was such a thing as a banana yucca. Okay, I had no freaking idea that I knew some of them had edible little flower petals and whatnot, but I did not know there was species that grew large edible fruits. So it was a surprise to me, and a completely new fruit for me to grow. So, if you guys are crazy plant people like I am, this is something that would probably be interesting to you. But there they are. And yes, I'm going to pot them up right now and see how they do. So some of you guys look into if you're interested in crazy, tasty, delicious plants that are supposedly very easy to grow, very hardy. They're cold tolerant, they're drought tolerant. What more can you ask for in plants? So, love you guys. See you later. Grow that food, and heck, if you come across interesting things, grow them, right? Grow food, and you don't really get to try a lot of this stuff unless you grow it yourself. So there you go. But interesting. It sends out a big like taproot, and then you can see right there how it's starting to grow its initial first leaves. Very curious. Hopefully, me starting them like this, I won't ruin them because they apparently have a nice big taproot. We'll see. Hopefully they'll do well in pots. Cross fingers for me. See you later, guys.